Beautiful people. Let me just keep this. Listen. Hmm. James, could you please turn on the light? Turn on that light. Okay, it's more like it. It's okay. I'm okay with this. We'll go to the living room. Take your mini pad and play. Go. You're not putting any clothes. Come, get me your blue clothes. Get it. I'll help you. Mwah. Come. This is one of the things I see anytime I pick up a camera. Okay. I'm not going to cut this part out. It's part of the discussion I came out for this morning. There are things you you don't say because you're not trying to reintroduce yourself or you're trying to shame anyone or you're trying to claim what you are not. At least to the best of my knowledge and the people around me, I don't have anything. I don't have anything, including food to eat. And don't be surprised if you see me or you watch me from any location that you want. After now, going to make some snack. That is an affordable thing we can do here. It's not an expensive thing. Like, don't look at it as if it's something. It's absolutely nothing. I ran out of a lot of things at home, so I've got a little money on me. So I decided to go to the mall. I decided to go to the mall um, uh, on Saturday, being the 6th of September. I got to the mall, I don't know what is happening. Like I said, a lot of things happen to me, but I am blind to everything that is happening to me. I do not see anything, nor hear anything apart from my normal or business conversation with whosoever I am exchanging um, uh, money with in terms of trading. So I was in the mall. I noticed some foul movement and some foul play. I was wondering what is happening. You know, I know myself, I don't have money, and I've not really discussed it with anyone apart from my family and some friends around. So I said, I saw people, I don't know what, Hoi Kim Soo and his cankerworms put on me that attracted people to me, People were like, I don't know, I can't just tell because they were talking on their own. Nobody said anything to me. So after a while, I had gone to HM. HM, get a little thing from HM, then proceeded to the grocery store. After buying a little thing from grocery store, my children said they don't want to go home yet, that we should go to the cinema upstairs. That's the second floor, Eon Tule Basak, you know, in town. So we went upstairs. On our way to the cinema, we had left the lift. So we were just walking towards the cinema. I met some Oman citizens. In Cambodia, they are from Oman, but they live in Cambodia. I don't know. They saw the same thing that was placed on me and they started asking me for assistance. You know, from their look, I look like some rich personnel, from the look of things on their faces and all that. I look like a very rich personnel, you know. Uh, and I was with my video, I was with the camera, I was recording myself in the mall. So when they saw me, they begged me to cut the camera because they don't want to speak into my camera. I told them to go ahead, and my camera is not seeing them. I'm only capturing myself. They said no. For some reason, they are Arabic, So I respected them. I close. These are big families, husband and wives. They are more than like three couples, and their children. First, this kind of people will stop me for assistance. What are they seeing around me? So I stopped. They told me they misplaced their ATM. They tried to talk sense, and they started to explain to me their condition and all that. I felt bad. I told them I don't have. I know the Arabics, I know them so well to the extent that they do not play with family. They don't play with food. They don't play with any provision you can make at home. These are people who like marriage. They like union so good. So I called them. I told them, I do not have money. Even as I speak to them, as I was speaking to them on that Saturday, that I don't have rice. I'm this kind of person. Every other thing can run out of my house, but rice is something I don't allow to run out of my house because we can make a sauce or make anything to eat rice. I told them it's as bad as that. It's as bad as that I can't provide. I don't have any rice at home apart from the one I cooked that same Saturday and left. I do not have any food at home. My sisters and brothers, you need to see the look. They felt pity from the wickedness I see. They see from these people doing to me in the mall. They felt my pain. It's like when you're sent out as a rich person, but inside you are dying of hunger. People will say I'm making this people video to attract anything to myself. No, but I just want to clear something. This is not the first time we are facing this kind of a thing. We've been through this, we've passed through this river so many times. And we've not gone to complain to anyone. But we just want to be. I don't know if I'm making sense. We just want to be. We don't want to attract anybody to ourselves. We don't want a lie to be told against us. Whether we have or we don't have. This is not our country. I cannot go to my mom's house and borrow rice from her. I cannot go to a friend's house and take chicken and cheese from her. This is a foreign country. Why not leave us to live small the way we are? Why are they making such dubious announcement against us in the country? Do you know one thing? Everybody in this Cambodia knows I do not have these resources. They know I don't have any money. But have you seen the wickedness? And secondly, you don't even know. Couple of if not over a year, I went to West Leader Bank. I went to a bank I bank with here. I took a number, a SWIFT code, a bank account. I took and tell them to check this for me. It started, I had wanted to go for that long time, but because I knew my bank statement was altered by the bank when a forgery, a fake bank statement was hidden in my purse. I didn't put that. Someone else did. When I discovered that a fake bank statement was hidden in my box, that was when I made up my mind that I will never ask a leader bank to give me my bank statement because I knew already my bank statement was altered. Every criminal activities that holds around this fund was clean from my statement. So I decided on my own never to ask a leader bank of my bank statement. But to my greatest surprise, When I gave them some vital information to check a particular fund for me, whether they got it, they called me to come and ask for bank statement. I never disclosed that a fake bank statement was hidden in my box or said anything to them concerning that because it's not their business. It's in my house, not in the bank. How come they are insisting or they insisted for me to come and take my bank statement? But like I said earlier, it's as if I'm drawing myself backwards when I speak about things like this because it's not making any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It won't make any difference. In the next 20 years, it will not make any difference. In the next 30 years, it won't make any difference because this is a stolen fund that have been embezzled. A stolen fund that have been embezzled. But now, see where the wickedness is. Remember, this money was stolen 3, or let me just mention 6 years ago. You know, and me, I do not have career because of this money. My career is ended in Cambodia. Because of this money, my business is also flopped. Because of this money, there are things I do online. Money, my only two resources I invested in online cryptocurrency, to be precise, that is dead. Some currency that I bought was removed from crypto because it's not yielding anything. It's as bad as that. Now, have you seen where I am most concerned? I am not, I do not go to Ace Leader Bank again. I don't, my annoyance was I left $5 33 cents to keep my account open with them. I left that money in the account and it was $15.33. So the last time I went to Eon, I ran shortage of money. So when I ran shortage of money, I went to ABA Bank, it was in Eon Sensok. Yeah, I went to Eon Sensok, Eon P, Eon 2. I ran shortage of money or such. You don't mind my tongue. It's as if I'm chewing my tongue, calling shortage. I ran shortage of money. Then I went to ABA Bank, got a little money from my account, then decided to go to Ace Leader to get $5, leaving $10, 33 cents with them. When I got to the bank, I asked the staff, I've got $15 in my account or $15 some cents. I want $5. She asked the question, do you have visa? I said I canceled my visa a long time ago. She said, okay. She said, okay, if I do not have visa, then I can ask for $10 and leaving $5 to keep my bank open, which I did with her advice. I followed her advice, took $10 from the account, then leaving $5.33 in my account. This year, January, I discovered that when they sent me my bank statement, that the money is no longer there. When I saw that the money was removed from my account, I alerted them and said, why did you remove $5.33 from my account when I left that money to keep my account open with you? I do not have business. Now, my business is not working again. My career is I don't know what to say. I left that money there to keep my account open. Why did you remove? They told me it's their yearly what? What do they call it? Their yearly tax. They remove some amount of money from this particular account. I said, when I open this account in your bank, the staff in charge of opening new account told me because I asked, do you take money from this account? They told me, yes, it's only based on your your Visa card charges. Understand? They told me it's only on Visa card charges. So how come they remove this money for just nothing? How come that money was removed from my account? You see, there are things I do not want to come out and say again because I'm tired. I don't want to drag myself backwards. It's as if I'm ranting. I'm just making fuzzy excuses and all that. There are things you don't want to go back to. But look at what I am surrounded with because of this particular money. I can't walk in this country again. No. It will only take by the grace of God. That grace of God has to cover the children that I'll be walking with. While I was in Compotom, a child was nearly killed in my class. A child nearly died on my arms. I held a lifeless child in this country while working with my previous director, Hoy Kim So. He's no longer there. Hoy Kim So is no longer with Smart Kings. He built a new school called a New Wave International School, a very big school in Computer right now. It got to my notice just last night. He's no longer with Smart Kings International School Computer. And his wife, he left the school and broke into my house. They're no longer there. Now, why am I being held? Why am I being held? Why are they holding me hostage? Why are they keeping me? Why are they making me uh, look as if I'm stagnant? Like everything around me is not working again. I had a little problem with my husband during one time, or we were just having not problem. We were just having a little discussion or misunderstanding over something. He told me something. He told me something out of annoyance. He's not happy about what he said. He said, whether I don't know they did something that I won't have money. I don't know, Igbo people call it akagene. That thing they use beggar to take money from you. You won't have money again. The beggar is not a beggar. Maybe it's a native doctor or a wizard or something. I don't know. Igbo people, Nigerians, will do it a lot. They take somebody or in the dream they take money from you. Like that. You have. Whether I don't know that was done to me. He said it out of annoyance. You see, now, my problem is a money that you stole for 6 years or 5. You've been based on this money already, right? Why are you still keeping me in bondage? Why am I still in bondage? I do not kill. You can imagine a child was about to be killed in my class. If he has succeeded, Janet is a killer now. I kill children. I don't know if I'm making sense. I can't walk. I'm even scared of blackmail. I'm scared of murder. I'm scared of so many things. I'm scared of every other criminal practices. I am just trying to make people understand me. Okay, let me say 2020 till now, how many years? We are going to 2026, right? It's going to be 6 years, right? If I had a child in 2020, he will be 6. He will be going to 6 years. So you can know how long a 6 years old child is not really a baby. I don't know if I'm making sense of it. People say, why are you still dragging back? I said I extort, let me use the word extort, money from my husband got all the money I have got in others I saved in the bank. Forgive me for that word. What I mean by extortation is sometimes he gives me money, I save, ask for the same money again. So I have to be frank how I get it from my husband or how I got it from my husband. Just to put in this, I borrow money from my own husband. I'll tell him, okay, borrow money from me. Give me money. Borrow me some money. I borrow without returning. I borrow and borrow. I won't borrow his life too. So I borrowed a lot with the one I connected take from him. Then went to the bank, took all I had, put in cryptocurrency. I never wanted to join this because I wanted my husband to be doing it. I don't want to come into it and they will start having problems. Child. I don't want to come into it so he will stop making profit from what he does. I never wanted to join them. I just wanted them to do this business and it worked for them. My husband introduced to my younger sister another our friend from Ghana too is into that also. Everybody in their office, in their company, is into cryptocurrency. They buy from Binance. I never wanted to join because I want them to do this business, happily. Because it's as if my husband was giving me money every other day. I'll ask them, they will tell me, take, it's free money, take, take, take. So I say, why would I be taking free money from them? Let me join. On the other hand, I wanted to say, no, leave them, let them do this thing, don't go join them. I remember one thing about me. Once I do something and I see I'm making it, I will want to put all my life into it. There was this particular coins I bought. I used all the money and I told my husband I bought these coins. I used all my money to buy it. To my greatest surprise, not even up to 3 minutes I bought that coins. My husband called me on phone. Sell it! Are you listening to me? Sell off that coins right now. See, it's not even up to 3 minutes. It hasn't yielded anything. He said, sell it. I had to run and sell it. I never knew why he was screaming for me to sell until I bought world coins. Everybody knows how high world coins cost. If you buy it at 6, it gets to 9 and 12. You're making it depending on the number of coins you bought. There are things I don't want to just gamble into, I don't want to discuss about because once I talk about it, I get hot. People say, why are you still dragging back? Why are you still going back to something that you don't have? Yes, my people, the only thing that I don't have is what I'm sitting in this, is what I'm running in circle. That particular thing that I don't have is why they want to murder me in Cambodia. Why they want to kill me in Cambodia. My children and I went out with a pass of tricycle, came back, was about to pay the pass up driver. He turned back from his pass up and looked at my children and said, bad men Cambodia will kill. I told him I've lived in Cambodia for years. I have never met any bad man Cambodia. I've worked with different institutes for years. There was never a bad man Cambodia. Who is this bad man Cambodia that I know that you don't call it bad man Cambodia? The only bad man Cambodia I know that I'm fighting with, I call his name is Hoi Kim Song, my previous director. So why would you tell me bad man Cambodia? Recently, or not quite long, let me not say recently, not quite long, I said I wanted to visit home to see my mom. For how many years I've not gone? You need to see the battle. The homecoming you're hearing about. It's a dead homecoming. It's a dead homecoming that if you're carried out of this house, you won't come back to it again. Everybody will, and it will be said that you've gone home, but your body is torn into pieces. It will be said that you've gone home to your country, but you didn't get to Thailand or Malaysia, depending where your connecting flight is connecting from, depending the city or the airport you're connecting from. You will not be stamped out of this country. You will not get to immigration. Talk more of stamping you out that you've gone out of this country. And let me tell you that if the immigration are with your passport and you're taken, they will confiscate it. It will be seized. It will be told that you're never in this country. It will be said that you never existed in Cambodia again. You see what I'm talking about? I have decided that I don't want to call names. Call names, allow everybody to be. There are people God who easily give, and there are people who walk through pain to get whatever they want. I accepted my fate, but I see I am still sitting in that circle of pain, stagnation, not having anything. You know, it's so bad that when you see what the impact you've made before a particular thing happened to you, and the limitation you're having because of that particular thing that happens to you, is so painful. I've been through so much. I'm this kind of a person. I don't like dragging people into my mud, so to say. Let me just put it. I don't like dragging people into my mud. Just be of an assistance to me. Stay afar. Let me fight my fight. Let me fight my war alone. Since I'm working with God, I'm comfortable. I don't like involving people. You see me wearing a smiley face outside, even in pain. I don't want you to try. But if you know the truth, you just say the truth and go out. Walk your way. We don't have anything. This house we are living in, we are owing on. This is not my house. This is a rented house. My children's school fees are still hanging in a balance. So when I have these priorities I need to attend to, why would I be wanting to be true back worse? You see that I'm stuck. Have you seen that I'm stuck? I'm stuck. This time around, everybody fears to help me. You see, the wickedness in this man's heart, that he inculcates fear into people that will want to render help to me. Nobody helps me. Nobody have the mind to urge to give me $1. How would you want to take when you know if he finds out that you want to help this particular person, you will go hunger, starvation will be your watchword. You will stop making money your entire. If you speak good about me, you're dead. It's as bad as that. I don't know what to say again. Me sitting back again to start saying nonsense. Years ago, I said something about that this man who will come to tell you that, since I do not have eye, I don't see anything. Hey, get back to your country. Hey, you must leave. Oh, you must leave this country. You are not going to stay in this country. You are not going anywhere. He captures you, adopt you, kill you small, small. They will say, kill you, tick, 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 tick. Cambodia will say, kill you, tick, 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 until you die. It will be said that you traveled, but you're dead because of money that I don't have. Because of this, I chose not to disturb the bank with give me my what's it called statement. Give me my statement already. I knew when my statement was altered. That was when he put that fake statement in my box. Asked my husband to go for his. Carlos suddenly started asking me, not in this house, not in my previous house before we moved in here, while we were living in a place I always call ghetto. Carl will always come and go and get your bags. And I said, I never discussed this with you. Even the time he hit that I told Carlo wanted to Carlo wanted to accept he was the one who went to the bank. When he knew the implication, he exempted himself. When he knows the implication, when the implication hits on him, he exempted himself. Because that is a criminal practice. What if I take it up? What if I decide to take it up? This is the condition I'm into. This is the condition. A woman who have done series of business in Cambodia. I'm handicapped. The woman I'm up, the woman America. I can't do anything again. I'm sitting in a place, in a particular position. No movement, no leave, no transfer. No leave, no transfer. The devil making me an object for sacrifice. A tool for destruction. You know, some things are better off, I think they're better off said than keep inside of you. I've kept a lot inside of me for a very long time. I said recently, how I knew what I was saying was true was when we went to a pharmacy to get some drugs for the children. In the period I said I wanted to go visit my mom in Africa, the pharmacist was telling me, you want to go to Nigeria? I want to go to Nigeria too. Can you help? Say, yes, we can get visa from you, but we don't have an embassy here. It will be from Thailand. I said, oh, so they already know that he wants to kill me in Cambodia. I said, no leave, no transfer. No leave, no transfer. I don't have money. I don't have peace. I don't have rest. I don't have anything. How can a woman and your so-called husband live in a country and live differently? A woman married, live in a country, live on the same, as you live in the same location, but you live differently. You live apart. If I have to go on and on, this will take an hour or two. Think about. I don't know what to say again. People will say, go. I went to an interview and the person interviewing me told me that he didn't call Hoy Gibson. He called the owner of Smarkings, that Mr. Sen was his lecturer. So really? I wasn't hoping to hear that. I was hoping to hear that Hoi Kim So was your lecturer. You know. Recently, this man is no longer with Markets. He built a new school, New Wave International School compound. Lara, who was with me, was fired. Now she don't have a job. She told me last time I met her in the market. She told me I don't even know whether she's still in this country or not. The one that told me my principal breaks into my house anytime I go home for weekend. I don't know whether she's still working with them or she has gone, or whether she has gone to South Africa. She's a South African. Now they are no longer that they built a new school. I don't know what to say again. People may call you lazy, call you any kind of name they want because they don't know your problems or they are not into your problems or maybe they don't understand your situation so you don't blame them. The day I I went to what was it called? Aisley the bank. There was a time, long time ago, not now, over 2 years. Over 2 years, yes. I went for withdrawal. So I decided to ask them for. I find it difficult to open my account at home. I keep making mistake with my password. So I said, let me go to the bank and let them tell them to help me unlock my account, my online account because I can get through it. After withdrawal, no, after asking them to give me one dark chocolate man like me who stays behind upstairs was there when I came to ask a lady uh, to print my swift code in case if I want any transfer or coming in or out of the bank. So I told them to give me my information in case if I'm sending it out or I want to send money out or receive money here. The old elderly man with some sort of big stomach, chocolate color like me, chocolate Cambodia, smile, came back, was trying to play funny. Hey, you want? Okay. He was one who quickly printed it out, tell me this is what I said, really? Okay. I asked the young lady, when are you people crediting my account? Immediately that man did that. After his my discussion with him, I asked the one who works with the customer care department, a lady there, when are they crediting my account? That word hit the man behind. This man telling you I'm talking about. He raised his eyebrow up because I did that to know his reaction in the bank. I did that to watch him. I want to see what he can do when he hears that from me. So I asked the lady who works with the customer care department, when are you crediting my account? When would the bank credit my account? I looked at the man who gave me that street code and all that. He raised his brows in shock, put his face on his lap, on his desktop. So after which I tried to cover up with that statement. They showed me a room to go and wait for my account password I was having difficulty with. After some time, a lady was asked to come into the office where I was seated to help me. I waited for her. She came with piles of paper. Not one, not two, not three, printed from the bank. And asked me to thumb print. I said, why am I thumb printing while I came for my password problem I'm having at home? Why do you print all these documents and ask me to thumb print? Can I see the document? She said, no. So what is it for? He said it's for the password I came for. So if it's for the password I asked you for, why won't you allow me to see it? After so many arguments, I thumbprint that, then went over to where she was seated, looking at the desktop we will be working together with. I said, okay, my password now. She don't know how to use the site in the bank. She don't know how to open my. I said, what is this? I came for my password. You cannot use the system again. I am the one teaching you what to do in the bank where you are employed to work. What about the documents you asked me to sign? What is it for? When you don't know what you're doing. That is by the way. Finally, I taught her what I came for. And we succeeded in changing the password and all that. On my way going out of the bank to book a parcel to where I was going to, you need to see the dogs like lions. They were outside the bank waiting for me. You need to see the men. You need to see the men that were outside the bank waiting for me to come out. Like they were waiting for me to capture me and kill me in front of the bank. They were waiting in anger, agitating to kill. Hey, I didn't notice this. While I was stepping from the staircase, there was two men, bank staff, who wanted to drag my hand. When someone want to reach out to you, but your eyes were not there because you're not looking at them. So I walked past to their automatic door that slides open. Immediately the door slides open. I see some Cambodians were trying to kill me and like this. They wanted to bury me in front of the bank. I stood back because of how they were agitating to kill. I held myself. I said, what is this? I said, God, what is this? I've said a lot. I'm tired. I'm tired that I need to go home. As I am an instructor, kids instructor. I can do that again. I kill children. You don't know that I'm a murderer. Now, I am a criminal. I kill children. There is any criminal practices I'm into them. That is what the school have made me. Now, secondly, a criminal who owns a business in Cambodia cannot do that business again. The only business partner I've got that I do these businesses was told to leave the country. So to leave my city. You see, now I can't do that. That's my business. He was told that I won't do this business again. A business I have almost 240 something bells. It's not up to 100 right now. It was destroyed with flood. All my money gone. And coupled with the number of years that these goods have been compressed and stuck inside. You see, I've got nothing again in Cambodia. Now, this criminal is not allowed to leave, and she wants to do some other business online. She's asked whenever she buys the business online, they will request to know how much she bought the business. Immediately, how much I buy the business is disclosed to them. They will reduce the business to nothing. So it will not even get to the amount I bought it. Talk more of making profit. I'm tired. I'm sexually abused. My children, everybody around me. I'm not strong. Thank God I still have my liver and my kidney intact. It would have been harvested long time ago. It's as bad as that. Hey, my ovaries were burnt alive. I was standing and my ovaries was burnt. Could you imagine if it were those days I was looking for children, that I get to know the DPR? I wouldn't have had children again, even in my 50s. I'm tired. Why are you dragging this thing back? Janet, move on. Janet, I've tried so many years to move on. I can't move on here. I can't move on. No way. I can't. I can't move on here. I don't know if you understand me. My mother is hungry. I can't move on here anymore. There's no word like move on, Janet. No. There's no word like they look for something else to do more. No. Not here anymore. It's no longer here. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. And we live in a country whereby they know you don't have food. They will laugh at you. They put you rich, laugh at you, eat. They will even come and take. You can imagine my money was stolen, and they want to move my properties and put into a truck where that comes to move goods. All of them will know. Even the security, they are aware. I don't know if I'm making sense. The people living around, they know your property is going to be stolen, and they sit back in their house with their devices, watching the way the criminal take my property, and they will laugh. If you say more, they will put your hand on something, blackmail you, and send you to prison. No. I said, even with your money they have embezzled, with all the fun you've got in your life, they have stolen. They still put their eyes on small, small things that you don't have. Their properties will move together with the people moving their goods. Tomorrow you will stay there, then they will show you at the end. You were there, they moved, and you are moving, you're living. If as the market people are moving, you're moving too. They move your properties together with the goods you don't know. Everybody knows with their devices. They will kill you here, they will walk away. The last time I was telling them the Cambodia is the only place this can happen, they never believed. Until on Saturday in the mall, when I met those old man citizens that came from greener pasture in Cambodia. They were told lies too, that I'm rich. They were told that I have a lot of money. So they called me to ask me to help them with some money. They were surprised more than me. How can they say something like this about you, and you don't have rice at home? So they really want to kill you here. How can it be said that you're the richest woman in Cambodia, but you don't have food? You're dying of hunger. Your children are not in school. You're rich. You don't even have a property in Cambodia. You're rich. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of stagnation. I'm tired of false allegation. I'm tired of blackmail. I'm tired of sexual assault. I'm tired of murder. I'm tired of every criminal practices that is attached to all these things I mentioned. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm stuck. I'm hanging in a balance. For the past 8 years, I've not rested. I've not slept. I don't dream again. Everything about my life is manipulated. This video is taking longer than it should. You see? I'm tired. I don't know what to say again. Sometimes you feel tired. You can imagine me sitting back here when I should be talking about business. When I should be counting money that I made yesterday and today. I'm talking rubbish. When you don't have a particular thing, you don't stick on to it. You don't hold on to it. You let it go, right? You don't have this thing, right? They say they gave you this, but you don't have it. Let it go now. Do whatever thing you know you can do for yourself. Anybody that die here will not go home. If you're dead in Cambodia, you will not go to Africa. You'll be dead in Cambodia forever. I'm tired. You see, my eyes are closing. I don't sleep. I don't sleep. I do not sleep. My own child is suffering for me because of me. My child is kept awake from the time he's supposed to lay his head to the next morning. Go to the living room, now he's sleeping. He has not eaten. I keep him to sleep so he can eat like 2 times before night comes. Tell me, what am I doing in Cambodia? They said I must steal. If I don't steal, I must go prostitution. I'm tired now. If I've stolen now, I should be retiring by now. If I've been stealing all my life, at least by now, at least getting to 50, I should be retiring for stealing. If I've been prostituting from my early, as young age, when I'm beautiful now, I should be retiring by now, retiring from prostitution, because I need to gather myself and see if God, I can make way and go to heaven. I can repent, I say, I can make my ways smooth again so God can help me and forgive me. For example, I've stolen all my life from my 20s, from my teenager 20s, young adult, like middle adult, like that. By now, I should say, God, hey, I've stolen, I want to repent. I want to see if I can make my way smooth so that God can help me make heaven. Oh, I've been prostituting when I'm beautiful, I'm so calm, so beautiful. Right now, I'm getting old, I'll say, hey, I've retired. I've retired from this, my old ways. Let me look for a better life, right? I don't know what to do. I won't name no more names as bad as this. I just want to do something for myself. But it won't work here anymore. And there's no escape route. There is no escape. I'm stuck. Now, the last time I was telling my husband we were just having an altercation outside the house. So I told him he will stay back. Yeah. I didn't say he will stay back because something is going to happen to him. I said he will try to stay back and I will go with the children to Africa. We're just having a funny conversation and all that. My husband said, no, I'll be the one to stay in this Cambodia. He didn't tell me that on his own. He was told to tell me that I'm not leaving, that I will stay here. He didn't just say that because he wants to say it. He was told to tell me that I will stay back in Cambodia. There will never be an escape route. Go inside. I don't sleep. You see my eyes. It's closing. My eyes is closing. I don't sleep. I don't have rest. The children of God who intercede on my behalf who think it's not working, they don't know that I'm still breathing. It's because of them. The men of God, children of God who intercede on my behalf, who pray secretly, who prays in the open for me, who think their prayers are not heard. They don't know their prayers are going far, very far from me. Their prayers is just the reason why I am making this video. The prayers, their prayers is the reason why I've gone out this morning, go for school runs, come back and stay home. The enemy said I am not leaving, but he didn't bring me. The enemy said, is this money, or what do you want, to die or this money? The enemy told me whether I want the money or I want to die. But that is not what God said. Who are you to decree when he has not spoken? The enemy told me if I want this loy or I want to die. Loy is money, don't mind me. Who are you to command or say a word, pass a word out when God has not spoken? May God bless us, each and every one of us that will come across this video. It's a very lengthy one. It's a very lengthy one. Anywhere you watch to, any minute you exercise yourself, patient to watch to, just say a word of prayer. I am tired. Stuck in Cambodia, no food. Look at my poor mother. Look at my mom. Look at where I'm coming from. Tell me how many of us who left Nigeria are rich? People who are very rich in Nigeria, they just go to do wedding. Iceland, Miami, King Kong, Hong Kong. They go there for pleasure. They stay few hours, few minutes, few minutes, and they leave. You won't say rich people should go and live abroad. They don't. It's only people like us who don't have money. We can leave our countries go for other people's country for greener pasture. See Janet who pack her bags, pay fare, fly how many countries to Cambodia is now. One object of sacrifice. They choose how you be for Molu. And they choose how they be for Molu. This is just few minutes to an hour. I've talked a lot. I'm tired. The leg with which we came with, we shall return. The legs with which we came to this country, we shall return. That is your prayers and my children. God bless you.